Hi everybody, this is Ryan. So, about 2015, what we are thinking is going to happen. And we have to go through what President Trump has in his mind and what we have to realize onto the business economy. Now, he's talking about tariffs, and a lot of people are very, very concerned on these tariffs. And we should be. We should be looking at the tariffs, and we should be looking at how this is going to affect us in the future. And what I have to say is it's more of a negotiation onto the tariffs. We have to say it's negotiation. He's not going to bring these in, I think, unless the negotiation doesn't come through. So it could come through. The one that I am more concerned on in the economy is not the tariffs, but it is the negotiation on the structuring onto the government. Trump is having Elon Musk and going through in that, was it Deutsche, and they're going to restructure the whole government. And they're talking about taking about 10% onto uh, um, employments and things like that. Now, it's a good thing into structuring that because you think about how much tax-paying money we are wasting on this. But it is a bad thing into the short term because these people will have to be absorbed into the private section. And if they're not absorbed into the private section, well, where are they going to get their money? Well, that's still from the government, the unemployment. Now, we have to say this is a very concerned situation because why we are not seeing we are technically in a recession is because the government says the unemployment is not reaching that. Now, when Trump will put this 10%, it will reach. It will definitely reach the 10%. Will reach the section of recession, the Great Recession. We will have to say in this recession, this will make our bloated system, our bloated government, and our bloated stock market, all that stuff, it will start dropping. That is where I'm focusing on. I think that I was right in this year because I had said this is going to be a recession. But the reason why we are not seeing the recession is when you go to the job reports, you're seeing on the job reports that the government is creating the jobs. So when the government creates the jobs, we are going to see the recession not be happening. But that's why we're getting the recession is the inflation is happening because the government is making these they are making the inflation happen. So the government's making the inflation happen by printing more money and then meanwhile taxing more onto the individual person. So if Trump is what he's saying he's going to do, what's going to happen is I think we're going to see down the road, probably in March, around there, we're going to see some pretty bad data. And it's going to be not that good. The data will probably be coming out and structuring it as our economy is in a recession. But this is where I'm looking at the bright side. After about a year or so, our economy will be strong, very strong. We will have lower taxes if that's the case. The taxes will be lower because we wouldn't need that much money for running the government. So that would be a good scenario. That would be a good thing. In the long term, short term would be very bad. It will be structuring. We'll have the government will be in chaos, and we will have a lot of problems. why I think in a good term, we will see the economy not having all this taxes onto the individual person. What we're looking at, and I'm bringing out a report. You can see the report. The report will be talking about what's going to happen in the future, and it's good things and bad things. What's the mixed onto that is the tax credits. If Trump lowers down taxes, you have to lower down taxes to keep the economy growing. If he doesn't lower down taxes and he keeps the taxes up, plus he eliminates he eliminates government jobs, this is going to be a bad situation. We will definitely be into a recession, and it'll be a long-term recession as well. Now, we have to say, is the government going to downsize? And then the taxes will be downsized. That will make more spending money going around. That will be good. But it's still going to be hard for our economy. The thing that will make it better is Trump was talking about the child credits. The child credits, I think, is a great thing. The reason why the child credits are a great thing, it was about $3,000 per child. And then it got down to $2,000 during the Biden administration. Just being blunt. You can hate me, you can put all this stuff about that, but it did go down. And that helped making more of the economy stressed, and the small business owners, even more stressed because the spending power wasn't there. If he raises it up to, he was talking about raising up to $5,000 per child. With $2,000 and then raising it up to $5,000, we are going to see the economy still being in a floating situation. It will hurt, but it's going to be floating. It's not going to go down hard. It's going to float. Keep in mind that will take probably next year, 2026. So I think 2025 is going to be a blow of the bubble bursting, and everyone's going to be hurting, and we're going to see this hurt. That's what I'm thinking. 2024, we're seeing this not being bloated because of the government pushing all this stuff. They are pushing these things into play. We need to see it go down on the stocks. I'm sounding very bearish, but if we have the stocks going down and the housing goes down, we see things starting to drop down, this will crush the inflation. Plus, this is going to help our new generation finding new houses. They're going to be finding good jobs, and it will hurt. It will definitely hurt. But we have to do this to pop that balloon, because it's bloated. Let's put it this way. We are bloated onto this the economy. So, do I think we're in a bad situation in 2024? No, I think we're going to end this year very strongly. But I think next year could be a different situation. I will have in there more of a subscribing. You can subscribe, subscribe. I definitely appreciate it. I'm going to be putting a report out what I think is going to happen in 2025. Thank you, and have a nice day.